Mark Grant.
What do you do?
I'm project coordinator for Wastewater Division.
Wow, and?
Francisco Villa, acting superintendent.
And?
Jason Imamura, operations supervisor.
Wow, it's so amazing. I'm actually here to tell you guys, first of all, thank you so very much. And, without you guys, I don't know what our island would be. And, I see so many workers running around. They're driving a truck. Everybody's so concerned. Everybody's really involved to make sure that, our water is treated well and treated right. So I just want to say thank you. By the way, this treatment plant, wasn't it down Kyoka before?
Yeah, it was originally located by Pui Bay, what everybody commonly calls it, down Kyoka. And this treatment plant was built in the early 1990s.
Wow, so why did they move it over here?
Better location, away from the ocean and away from everybody else, so we can treat it properly.
Wow, so Jason, kind of tell me about how many facilities you guys have and how does this thing operate?
Well, we have 4 different treatment facilities on the east side. This is the main one that we have, the largest one, Hilo Wastewater. We also have one treatment plant at Papaiko, one at Kulemano, and one out at Kapehu Camp.
So how does it operate, project manager? How does a treatment plant work?
So it all starts off with the incoming wastewater that comes into the headworks. Then right there we have our aerated grit chambers. We got our primary sedimentation tanks, and then we have our secondary treatment process where we have the biotower trickling filters, which goes on down to our solids contact tank, to the secondary clarifiers, then out to the ocean where it gets treated.
You see, that guy is smart. That's I don't even understand what he said, but it was like little high level for me. Hey, so where does all this water come from?
It's from the houses, and then from the houses going to the pump station, and from there we pump it to here.
Okay, Jason, what would happen if we didn't have a wastewater treatment plant?
If we never have a wastewater treatment plant, a lot of raw sewage would be dumped into the ocean every day. Our average flow is probably about 2.8 million gallons a day. So without this treatment plant, 2.8 million gallons of raw sewage right out into Hilo Bay.
You see what I mean? We gotta thank this guy there, a hero. So, why don't you guys take me around and, maybe you can kind of explain some of the things that's happening here. And again, you got so much workers, they're working so hard, and I'm here to tell you guys thank you. Awesome.
So here we are, we're at the Hilo Wastewater Treatment Plant. This is the headworks, what we like to call. In the background is 24-inch pipe. This is a sewer force main that captures all the wastewater that comes from the Hilo area. The wastewater is anything you flush down the toilets, so be very mindful for what you flush down. The more proper or inappropriate stuff that's flushed down, we gotta deal with it over here. But roughly, this force main is all the wastewater is pumped from the Kyoka area and Hilo. It comes up into the headworks, and the headworks is where we kind of capture a lot of the rags or debris that not supposed to be in the wastewater, but we capture it, and that way we can properly treat the wastewater past the bar screens as it goes down.
Okay, so Jason, what I understand, the dirty water, so I come here and you guys making them clean, and it goes back into the ocean. So how can we all get involved and help?
One thing is the flushable wipes. We're getting a big problem with flushable wipes. It's not just here at Hilo Treatment Plant. It's kind of like a nationwide thing. The flushable wipes come in. You can flush them, but they don't break down. They come here whole. They make it into the system, and they plug up pumps. We have to go in and manually remove that. So that's a big problem. Also, like cooking grease, chemicals and stuff, please don't flush it down the toilet. It all ends up here, and it could possibly affect the treatment process and what we ultimately dispose out in the ocean.
Wow, that's something really good to know, because, for me, it's flushable wipes, so you can flush them, but you know what I mean? They don't realize it affects everything,
Yes.
something else.
Yes, it's not like toilet paper. Toilet paper breaks up. You know, you can wet a piece of toilet paper and it just kind of melts. But the flushable wipes, they don't break down as easy. So that's a big problem for us.
And one thing, you know, grease like that, you know, I always know that you shouldn't put them down your sources or your pipes and all that. That's why they have Pacific biodiesel. They can recycle into biodiesel. But yeah, you know, people should understand that it's so important that all of us citizens living here in Hilo, we have a part to play in making this better, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, boss, what's going on over here? You know, I see the pot of toilet there.
Yeah, the portable toilet, they come down and dump here and they dispose right there and then we process it. So that's what's happening.
Okay, just about how many employees you got over here?
Yeah, 11 operation, 4 mechanic, and 1 electrician and 2 trade helper.
Wow, and I see your trucks going all over the place too, and you know, in different fields you get different stuff going on. So you know what? Hey, thanks man, you guys do an awesome job here. Oh man, and you know, it's like, again, I want to tell all of you, it takes everybody here to make it work right. Right?
Right.
Okay, Jason, how does it work? Okay, the sewer guy came, he comes inside there and what? What is that?
So this is called a headworks facility. The raw sewage comes in from there where that guy was. The main pipe goes through what we have, what we call a bar screen. It's a screen with a mechanical rake that rakes out the trash, the wipes, everything non-biologic. And then the water flows down, comes through an aerated grid, comes down this tank behind us here, or in front of us here, pre-aeration, and then flows out into these tanks. What we see here are primary clarifiers.
Oh, so this is like the first clean water.
Yeah, it's the start of the cleaning process. A lot of the solids settle out in this tank. So the water progressively gets cleaner as we go down the process.
Wow, man, I hope everybody hears that, because you know how important this place is, man. I tell you, very, very important. Just for me, just staying here, right? And I'm looking at all the workers here, they're all skinny. I told myself, man, if I work here, I would be skinny too, because I would lose my appetite. Oh, unbelievable. I can't imagine if the raw sewage, is not treated. I mean, this is what would happen, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely bad, but the smell, you get used to it over time, so you can always eat your plate lunch anytime you like come by.
Man, you eat your plate lunch earlier?
Once in a while.
And you too, you can eat earlier?
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, you get used to.
You know what? This is so exciting! Oh man, I'm glad I came here today. He's gonna go down there and he's gonna go fishing, right? He's gonna go fishing for a sample. There you go, water sample. And he touches the cup! He touches the cup! Wow, look at that. Hey, the thing is so clear. Look at that. No, I know what he's thinking. He wants me to drink it. No, I don't want to eat it. Look at that. I would swim in there though.
This is what we release on an average day. This clarity right now.
Hey, here's one of our heroes, Sherry. Sherry, what are you doing here?
I'm a storekeeper. I pretty much put in orders that these guys request or assist them with purchases, receiving.
See how good she is? She can talk and type at the same time. Awesome. Sherry, big shaka there. And I just want to say thank you so very much. Thank you for all what you guys do. I mean, I think everyone out there in the whole country should really appreciate all you and all you workers here at the various locations. Thank you so very much. Awesome. Come on, big shaka, everybody.